Hey, Jeff here, your YouTube reviewer of New England brews, and welcome back. And look at what that thermometer reads. More than 90 degrees, and on a hot day like today, you don't want a heavy beer. A hot day like today calls for a lighter beer, and today, from the Cisco Brewery of Nantucket, Massachusetts, it's their Sankaty Light Lager. Yes, the Sankaty Light Lager has 128 calories. Comes in at an ABV of 3.8%. The name of this lager comes from the name of a 160-year-old lighthouse located on the southeastern side of Nantucket Island. So this is Cisco's only light lager that I'm aware of. So I'm going to pop the cap and see what we have. Just before I do that, you can see that kind of whale effect that's going on the cap. Now let's pop the cap. A little bit of a smokiness coming up already, a little bubble. Probably because I was holding it by the thermometer. Let's give it a pour into this Yuengling Light glass. Alrighty. You can see here there's a sort of a hazy pale yellow going on, straw yellow color almost. Really reflects well in the sunlight today. And a thin head, typical looking for a light lager type deal. Let's give it a whiff. Definitely has that Pilsner light effect that you get from light lagers, with a bit of a malt, a sweet malt maybe, and maybe just a bit of a slight citrus hoppiness going on as well. And we'll give it a taste and see what you taste like. Oh yes. Now there's a pleasing lager, a light lager if I do say so. Considering it is a light lager. I mean, lights, you know, they always don't have the full character of beer, but they got a pretty good version of good lager beers, I suppose. So it has that light characteristic. Got a sweetness to it, a slight bitterness going on as well, but also kind of a good malty sensation as well. The citrus isn't quite as noticeable in the taste to me as it was in the aroma, but even then the citrus was kind of on the thin side, I'd say. Nothing really extraordinary, nothing really jumps out at you, just enough to give it that little zing that goes well with a light or any kind of lager. But again, its body's fairly light, actually a little heavier in body than what you might expect, so it's a little above watered down. You know, not maybe about medium, but not quite there. Somewhere between thin and medium, I would say. Yeah, I'd say this isn't too bad a beer at all. It's actually, you know, kind of nice for a light beer, and it's good for a day like today where the temperature's hitting 90 degrees here in May as opposed to the middle of July. So that's it for this review, and that's it for today. This is Cisco Brewers, and this is their Sankaty Light Lager. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you again next time.